welcome back to March Madness Analysis. One final region left. That is the Midwest region. This is a tough one. Really difficult to pick the Elite Eight here. If you can correctly pick the Elite Eight, you're in really high company. And I honestly, this is the region I'm most confident about. I love what I have here. And I'm very confident in what I have. And I really hope it works out because I love Houston. Houston satisfies pretty much all of the statistics to be a national champion. And let me tell you right now, we'll talk about it in a future episode. Closing in on my Final Four, I don't see Houston losing. I really don't see Houston losing. They're making it to the Final Four. I like them making it to the national title too. I just can't get myself to put them there. I'll have to review it again. Baylor's my pick to make the national title right now over Houston. I really love the Houston matchup. Houston. I just really hope they succeed this year. Anyway. Illinois over Drexel. If you pick Drexel, I don't know what to tell you. Loyola Chicago, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech missing. Was it Moses Wright? I think it was Moses Wright. Out in this game. Still like Georgia Tech, the seniority, the experience. I like Georgia Tech defeating Loyola Chicago. That was a once in a lifetime experience for Loyola Chicago. They're not winning another game. They're one and done. They had their glory. Love their defense. The offense isn't going to be able to keep up against Georgia Tech. Moves rapidly. They're a fast-paced team. They switch up defenses, and Loyola Chicago is not going to be able to handle that. Georgia Tech also has very similar, not similar stats, but similar in quality of stats as Loyola Chicago, giving Georgia Tech the win without Moses Wright. Next, Tennessee, Oregon State. Tennessee, no doubt in my mind, that is a lock in this region. Oregon State's not going to win that game. Even considering Tennessee's inconsistencies, they have the stats to be great, and Oregon State just doesn't. They're definitely the worst 12 seed in my opinion. Oklahoma State Liberty. Could be looking at a potential upset. However, Oklahoma State's stats are good enough to win this game. Also, Liberty upset a team in 2019, Mississippi State maybe, and I don't think it's going to happen again. Even though I like some of Liberty's stats, they don't have an upset-based stat line. Don't love that pick. I like the Tennessee-Oklahoma State matchup. That's going to be a good one. Whoever wins that one, I feel as though has a great chance of making the Elite Eight. And let's go ahead and pick that one. I'm taking Tennessee, and here's why. Tennessee, who are we looking at? Tennessee and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State, little vulnerable on the offensive side. Too reliable on Cade Cunningham, 54 and 22. Just a little bit of a gap there. Also, don't like the overall defense here. This is weird. This is just weird. Adjusted offense of 54, total offense of 49, adjusted defense of 22, defense of 243. How does that work out? Anyway, 162 in free throw percentage, 8 in the net rankings, which I like. Net or RPI? RPI, excuse me. Number 8 in the RPI. Let's compare that to Tennessee. Tennessee, very inconsistent on the offensive end of the ball. I understand that. Looking at their team, though, they're so balanced in scoring. They've just been inconsistent, and I think at this point in time, they're going to get it back. They're going to play better on the offensive side of the ball. 56 in free throw shooting. This is the statistic I love. We've already talked about this, but this is per possession defense, ranked 12th. This is projected NBA guard. They have it, maybe 2 of them. So that I like. Heading into margin of victory. Oklahoma State in 89. Don't like that at all. Tennessee, is it 28? I like that a little better. SEC is not bad this year. Not great, not bad. I like that they're in the green here. They really don't have a real bad loss, and I like that they're 64th in the assist to turnover ratio. That's in the country, so that's an above average statistic. A lot of people are going to have Oklahoma State advancing. I love the Tennessee pick. I really do. I think they're talented. Um, it's just the offensive side of the ball. Are they going to choose to be great, or are they going to be inconsistent and poor and lose? I like Tennessee. If you look at their schedule, they've really come through in tight games. They've played well throughout the season, I think. Overall, I like Illinois over Georgia Tech. And I have this in my second bracket, which I kind of like a little more. I'm going Tennessee. Giving Tennessee the edge over Houston, over Illinois. And I like Tennessee. I like that statistic of per possession defense and protected guard. It's worked in the past. I don't see why it can't work here. They have plenty of talent. John Fulkerson's getting hot at the right time. I think it's a good pick. San Diego State and Cuse. Syracuse is they're not as good as they have been in previous years. They're not going to win this game. Very confident in that pick as well. I like West Virginia over Morehead State. Don't see Morehead State winning that game at all. And I like West Virginia making a little run to the Sweet 16. Plenty of talent to do it. They have the coaching to do it. Coach Huggins is pretty confident. That's what scares me with Houston. I just don't think the defense for West Virginia is going to be enough to take down Houston. And that is my reasoning for that. I have Rutgers over Clemson. Just looking at stat lines, I think they're very talented, seniority of experience. It's a tough road for Houston, but I think they'll overcome. And in my second bracket, I have them in my national title game, but we'll go over the Final Four in just a bit.